Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers, sisters, viewers, friends of Ikra TV. Welcome to another edition of Real Talk. I'm your host Iqbal Bana. As I keep saying to you every week, I come into your homes invading your privacy at this time of the evening when I know a lot of people might be very busy and getting their children ready to go to madrasa or getting particularly women, and I hope some of the men or most of the men will also be helping out in the kitchen and watching this program and listening to it at the same time as well. So today I have a very eminent guest with me who is no stranger to my program. We've seen her on my program on a number of occasions, and she's Alison Law, the Police and Crime Commissioner for West Yorkshire. Now, when I say Police and Crime Commissioner, she is responsible for the policing policy of the policing in West Yorkshire. Well, let her explain herself what the role of the PCC is. PCCs play a very, very important role in our communities, and there's no doubt about it. And the knowledge that they have is phenomenal around communities' needs. And we know at the moment, with all the challenges that we're facing, particularly government at a national level as well as the regional level, when we're going through a very difficult financial circumstances in this country with the economic situation being as it is, all public services are really, really stretched, whether we're talking about local authorities or we're talking about social services or education and health in particular as well. So we're going through some very challenging times. Above and on that is the issue about the far right. As we've seen over the last few months in particular, we have seen from last year the Southport disturbances and the riots that took place there, then the number of riots that took place across the other regions as well. And recently we know what's been happening in Kent and other parts. So we are going through some very, very challenging times, and the police have responsibility for protecting communities, regardless of who they are, whether they're asylum seekers or refugees or settled communities or not. Where we see these challenges, the police have a responsibility. And now we've seen what's been happening with the demonstrations in Palestine against what's going on in Palestine as well. So police have this huge role of providing support and services to the whole community, regardless of a person's individual gender, sexuality, ethnicity, etc. So we need to be mindful of these circumstances within their work. But Alison, welcome to another edition of Real Talks. Thank you for your coming, and thank you for giving up your valuable time. I know you're a very, very busy person. One of the questions that somebody asked me to ask you at the beginning was, what is the role of the PCC? Because not many people understand what is the role of the PCC in the ordinary community.
Yes. So technically, the Mayor of West Yorkshire, Tracy Brabin, is the legal entity of PCC, Police and Crime Commissioner, but she's allowed to delegate that function to
what's the role of the
person.
Commissioner, the PCC?
So the PCC role is to, and the legislation says, to oversee an efficient and effective force.
Right.
And that under that umbrella term sits responsibilities for commissioning victim support services, for engaging with the public, to check in with them that your priorities and their priorities are the same, to hear from them examples of good practice and poor practice to hold the police to account, to triangulate when the police say this is what we're doing and the public like it. We triangulate, is that true? Do you like it? Do you not like it? And also we have responsibility for holding the police fund. That's £600 million here in West Yorkshire.
Wow. Sounds quite a lot.
Yes, the majority of which the Chief Constable has control over because it's for staffing, and he's responsible for all operational policing. And then finally, we're responsible for setting the precept. The Mayor is responsible for setting the precept. That's the bit of the council tax that pays for policing.
Right. But you're not responsible for putting police officers in places where they
no, because that's operational
that's the operational part of it.
And the legislation that set up police and crime commissioners separated out the holding to account role, which is what I'm responsible for on behalf of the Mayor and the people of West Yorkshire, and then the operational policing, which is the responsibility of the Chief Constable.
Okay, so that between the two of you, you manage the policing of West Yorkshire at the best of your ability. I know this. We're going for a break. It's a very short introduction. Those of you who may watch with this program maybe want to ask questions and learn more about the role of the PCC and West Yorkshire Policing. 01274 214 299 is the number. It's on your screen. If you want to talk about anything relating to the role of the Police Commissioner or the policing service itself, and I'm sure Alison will be more than happy to answer those questions. So if you want to, please phone in and ask the questions you want to ask. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.